Referee Harry Selby about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors featherweight division, should they need them. Great to see Mr. Selby back in the Cage Warriors cage. Ryan Shelley in the blue, Magdi Gereev in the black and red trim, and Shelley opening things up with a nice kick to the thigh there. Gereev certainly has that striker's build, as does Shelley. Nice push kick to the body there from Shelley. There's the spin early from Gereev. Perhaps making Shelley just consider that highlight reel knockout. Now we talk about that highlight reel knockout, but both of Gereev's wins as a professional have come by submission. And the only caveat to that, I would say, is that the level of opposition was not high. Shelley, you would say, the more battle-tested of the two as a professional.
Yeah, we've got Gereev in this clinch position here, looking to switch onto a single leg, and we're going to see if he is following in the footsteps of many of his countrymen with this kind of brutal wrestling style where they're, oh, beautiful spinning back elbow off of this. Shelley's done a great job of reversing this position around, but beautiful grip fighting. Back with his opponent up against the fence, and look for the level change here. This is all in the grip fighting, who's going to be able to get this, you know. And like you said, that build, those long arms, you know, you're talking about the build, he's kind of built like a striker, but if you look at a lot of these Dagestani wrestlers, they're not built like American wrestlers. American wrestlers are built very, very stocky. These Dagestani guys, they are longer. They don't look incredibly strong, but then you talk to anyone who's ever fought against them, they say they have unbelievable strength, and we're seeing that here as he drags his man to the ground. He's in a great position to immediately take the back. He's in a double underhook position, and as soon as he secures his legs in here, expect to see him switch to an over-under so he can look to attack the neck. But this is a fantastic position, both from a wrestling perspective, to be able to control and manage where your opponent is standing on the ground, but also from a submission perspective as well.
Nice knee there from Gereev. Shelley is right in front of the Team KF corner team, so...
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He wants to get that left arm on the inside and turn the face of his opponent there. So you can see him trying to do that, trying to fight the grip. Magdi onto a single leg now. But Shelley so far did a great job of being able to get back to the feet and doing a good job of defending the takedown now. Finds himself finally on his back in away from the fence here, and this is where we're really going to see where this where the advantage on the ground is.
Yeah, there was some great balance initially there from Ryan Shelley, but he couldn't fight it forever. And Gereev now looking to try and get past the guard of Shelley.
Yeah, very easy pass into a half butterfly guard position here. You know, there's still very much a guard, but a nice inversion there. Now, this isn't something that we're seeing a lot in grappling at the moment. People aren't trying to regain guard. They're trying to give their back up and then work to get back to the feet. And Shelley, it's very dangerous. You've got to be very, very good at defending your back, but we've already seen a couple of scrambles here where Shelley's had his back potentially exposed and been able to get back to a relatively good position. So here he's using his left leg to stop his opponent from coming around and taking the back again. Possible guillotine attempt here on a single leg of his own now.
Shelley trying to drag his man to the mat, decides to separate instead, and we're going to see these two back in the striking range, which you've got to believe is where Ryan Shelley wants this one to be. Nice shot to the body there from Gereev. Shelley looking like he was maybe trying to instigate the clinch there. Well, you know, getting those elbows to work on the inside.
Yeah, Shelley isn't getting manhandled, really. You know, he is looking very comfortable. I think maybe getting a little bit more confidence that he can potentially grapple. I know he can grapple, but grapple with his opponent in this fight.
Oh, beautiful right hand there from Ryan Shelley. Great shot selection here, really mixing up the levels of attack. Oh, a nice push kick to the body. Second time we've seen that from Shelley in this round. And he's giving Gereev a lot to think about here. Shelley starting to get his shots off at the end of this first frame. Nice inside kick there from Gereev to finish it. Touch of gloves, and we are underway. Second round here between Ryan Shelley and Magdi Gereev. Of course, Adam Shelley will be fighting later on our prelim card. Gereev diving in there, trying to get in on the single legs. Going to watch those elbows.
Yeah, landed a nice shot on the way in as well. He's in a really good position here. Hands are connected, switching to a single leg. For a second there, thought about coming around to the back. You know, Shelley again, very, very strong takedown defense.
You hear the corner of Gereev there saying make him wrestle. Looking to lift this man up there, but Shelley able to come out on top in that exchange and got his man crushed against the fence panel now.
Yeah, and Gereev looking a little bit, almost see a little bit of frustration on his face there. I don't think he was expecting Ryan Shelley to be able to, you know, be so comfortable at defending these takedowns.
You know, both Shelley brothers obviously have that reputation as, you know, being strikers and having those traditional striking backgrounds. So I think a lot of people are taken by surprise. It looked like Shelley was going for the sacrifice throw there.
Yeah, he absolutely was. You know, you saw him, he tried to go for to pick up one of the legs with his legs there, and then thought, you know, I'm feeling really, really strong here. I'm actually feeling good in the grapple. I'm going to try and go for that sacrifice throw. It did not pay off for him, and he's found himself in kind of a position that it was seeming like his opponent wasn't going to be able to get him into, and he's giving it up. So a real blunder there from Shelley. And straight into a head and arm, potential head and arm, using it to pass the guard. But again, we've seen this back defense. This is the third time that Shelley's given up the back, been able to get back to the feet. And then you see how he's driving his left arm around to face his opponent. So really, really nicely done. And I can't expect that he'll make that mistake again.
And you heard the corner of Shelley there saying he's tired now. They want Ryan Shelley to start capitalizing on that. Looking to frame off the face there and create a little bit of space. That's what you see from these taekwondo and kickboxing guys. They want that little bit of room to operate in. Great sprawl on the takedown attempt there.
I mean, the corner of Ryan Shelley might not be wrong. It does look like he's starting to fade a little bit, starting to lose some of the physicality we're seeing early. He's got to be careful about these knees with the hand on the floor. Yeah, those were some illegal knees.
You know, Magdi Gereev was playing the game there.
100%.
And, you know, there have been rule changes over the past few years. You know, at one point you had to have both hands down. At one point you had to have a fist down, specifically to stop fighters playing the game like that, where you lift and raise your hand. I mean, only one of those looked illegal to me.
Yeah, it looked like as Shelley was going to throw the knee, he was lifting his body up slightly, and the hand was coming off the mat. But Gereev definitely knew. He was definitely putting his hand on the ground to stop those strikes.
You know, I'm personally in favor of you have to have both hands down to be considered a downed opponent in that situation, or obviously, you know, be on your knees.
Yeah, or maybe something that isn't the hand, you know, elbow or something like that. The problem with this position as well is that Ryan Shelley couldn't see whether his hand was on the ground. You know, so it wasn't like he knew that he was a downed opponent, or he knew that he had him in a low clinch position.
Well, it remains to see now what referee Ryan Shelley is going to do about this, if he's going to issue a warning. But of course, the first thing we have to deal with is the concussion protocol. The doctor has been called in now. Chris Lamb, one of the top fight docs in the business. And he's going to be asking Magdi Gereev if he can continue. Of course, that then is up to Magdi to say that he can or he can't. And then the referee will make a determination to how serious of a foul he judged that to be, whether he's going to take a point or not.
Yeah, so you can see as soon as those knees started landing, Magdi stuck his hand and tried to reach for the ground to make them purposefully illegal techniques. He's having 1 point taken off of him, which is a pretty significant, you know, punishment in this match.
Yeah, a close fight like this, and you know, a situation as well where it looked like Magdi was maybe getting a little bit tired. He's had a bit of time to recuperate here.
Yeah, this is not the same position that he finished him. He had the arm over the top there. And
yeah, and I think this is a fair decision now to restart them in a neutral stance here.
You know, and if Gereev was, as we suspected, was fading a little bit physically, you know, he's had a really long break now. So this may be a bit of an advantage. Beautiful kick there.
Good head movement there by Gereev to get out of the way of that next shot coming in. And now he's going back to that bread and butter, that wrestling. He's trying to take Adam Shelley off his feet. Shelley, though, looking very, very strong in the clinch here. He's going to use that forearm to try and separate, try and get some distance.
Yeah, Shelley has been doing such a great job the entire fight. Even when he's been taken down, he's been doing everything right. He's getting his arms, he's underhooking this position. He's stopping his opponent from getting to a really low level. Gereev looking for a bit of a throw there, and you know, he is low on this leg. He might look to lift this up. You know, what I think he should be doing here if he wants to get this fight on the ground is actually dropping down. You know, he has his hands connected, trying to get to a single leg position, double leg position, sorry. Shelley's not standing with a super wide stance there, so it's definitely there. Shelley going for a switch.
Shelley landing some big elbows there as well.
Nice sprawl position, and Magdi trying to use that to come to the back. Front headlock position here. He's going to try and continue the fight for this takedown. But you see how close Shelley's knees are to each other? You know, the legs are very, very close together. If Magdi wanted to, he could change level and try and get his hands connected around the knee line, and then that's going to be a much more secure takedown. And this is the thing, when you're going for this single leg, when you're trying to wrestle against the cage is working in favor of the person defending the takedown. Beautiful little switch here, straight onto the back position. He's got to be very careful. That's so unfortunate, and now he has his back taken.
And this is reminiscent of how he finished Liam Malloy in his previous Cage Warriors appearance, and Magdi Gereev going to have to be very careful now.
I mean, what an unbelievable reversal that was, and he's going to take it to the ground. You know, Gereev is going to go into a low position here, but he needs to be doing something about removing the hook and changing the angle here. He can't just stay in this squatted position. I'm not sure how long is left on this round, but what a reversal. You know, we've seen Gereev try to take the back 3 or 4 times, maybe even more of Shelley. Shelley has one opportunity. He's got the forearm against the face, but, you know, the choke is not on, but some people will tap just for the pain and sort of the neck crank that's in this position. 10 seconds left. I think he's going to survive this round, but a big, big finish to the second round.
From Adam Shelley here to finish the round, looking to get his man out of there before the buzzer, dropping the elbows. Magdi Gereev survives.
You know, that could have, if there was another 15, 20 seconds in that round, then that actually could have been a fight-ending sequence.
Absolutely. Well, we've got another 5 minutes here. Touch of gloves. Adam Shelley comes right out with the straight shots. Owen, did he wobble Gereev there?
Gereev is tired. He is very tired.
Yeah.
He's very tired. And he's just letting it show. Some people, they get tired and they just don't let it show on their body. They don't let it show on their face. And Magdi Gereev is doing that right now.
Shelley catching his man with a left on the end of that combination. Did see Gereev go for that spinning kick again, but you've got to believe that, you know, after a youth spent in the Taekwondo system, Shelley's going to be ready for those. Getting the combination going now is the man from Dublin.
Yeah, I think Ryan Shelley smells the blood here. I think he's going to be turning the heat up a little bit and trying to finish this fight right now. Oh, Gereev is tired. He is very tired.
Good head movement there, though, to kind of slip some of these shots. Oh, but a big elbow from Shelley. And this is not where Gereev wants to be stuck. Taking a pounding in the clinch here. Big knees from Shelley. They're landing on the arms and the gloves there, though.
But he's not doing much there. That's what he should be doing, is using that contact to try and get into his wrestling. But I think he is just very, very tired.
Shots from Gereev are just, they're a little bit lunging, whereas Shelley's more precise.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's any power on the end of Gereev's shots at the moment. And this is the thing, you know, he came out with a very high energy style where you're looking to wrestle, you're looking to grind against the opponent. And Shelley just has been doing everything right. He's been defending really efficiently for the entire first 2 rounds. And I think what we've ended up here with is a balance in a disparity in the output, and Shelley just looking way more in better physical condition right now in this 3rd round.
Yeah, Shelley looks like he can keep this barrage up.
Yeah,
oh,
this is going to be over soon,
looks like he's wilting here. Knees to the head and body, elbows from Shelley. The referee taking a close look at this. Put the hand on the floor
again. Yeah.
And it's over! Harry Selby calls it in the 3rd round. Ryan Shelley with a huge TKO victory.
Yeah, so here's the finish here, and again we see Magdi Gereev put his hand down to the ground, You know, he's thinking, he's expecting the knee, and instead, some really nice fight IQ from Ryan Shelley. Instead of kneeing, he goes for the strikes, and the referee calls it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 3. Referee Harry Shelley puts a halt to the bout for your winner by TKO, Ryan Shelley!